Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. This video came from a viewer or a subscriber. They said he's been watching my videos a long time and he came up with this and he sent me the file and he even gave me a little information and diagram how he did it. And it's really easy. And then he made one with a fisheye effect that's pretty cool. But this is super easy. Now, I made one. I didn't take much time. His is a little different. I like his better, but with a little bit of work, I could have mirrored this perfectly. Mine aren't mirrored like that, and my little ones aren't as big, but really pretty easy. But I'm going to throw a couple of things into it that might make it easier, even for him. I'm going to draw a rectangle. I'm going to get this shape tool, holding down the control button, and I'm going to round off these corners. Now I'm going to hit P. And also I'm going to change his, well, I'm not going to. He draws at half point. I'm going to go to effects and contour. I'm going to contour 5 times at 0.03. Okay. Now we got to break these apart. So we got to go to object, break the contour apart. And I've actually got to go to group and ungroup them. Then I can hit the letter B and it puts it all at the bottom. Now, I mean, he gave me great instruction, but I'm going to do a little bit more to it. Actually, I'm going to take a line and I'm going to put it right here. And because we contoured 0.3, we could change our nudge factor to 0.3 and make a duplicate and move it over and put it right on that line. I don't even think we need that one. Now, he smart filled these in, but what I think to get this rounded shape, we're going to get a rounded shape at the bottom because of that. To round that shape, I don't know how he did it. There's 10 ways you could do it, but I'm going to draw a rectangle that is 0.3. And I'm going to take and I could use, I could use the shape tool, holding down the control button and round that off. But I could also go right here with my ratio lot and type in 3 inches and I get a better rounding corner. Now all I have to do is go right here and have it snap to. Then actually what I have to do is just hit the plus key and move over it twice because he's doing every one. I don't know the distance down, but I can just move it until it snaps to there. And then I bet you if I control D, it goes right to where it needs to be. That's pretty slick. Now take your virtual segment delete key and delete these lines. Now it would be real smart. Let me just cut these lines off here. To go ahead and group this together, control G. And then take your smart fill tool. I'm going to set it on red. I tried to kind of copy his color. And look at that. We got that shape. Now I can delete this. I can group these together. Control G. And then I'm going to go and get my interactive fill tool. Interactive fill tool. And swipe up. And I'm just going to do them red and red. But I'm going to put a yellow in the middle. And see, it did it to all of them. And I actually just want a little strip of yellow, so I'm going to put another red. So mine's going to be a little bit different than his. Well, maybe a little bit bigger strip. And it'd be so, I mean, he put like a darker, if we go here, pick a darker red. See, it made it quite a bit darker up top. Whoa, that look. So if you get right here, you could change the color and just kind of click on that area and, well, that's a really dark red. Then just say, okay. Now he put a ball at the bottom, and there's probably 10 different ways you could do that correctly. I didn't really take the time because I don't think it matters. But see, he draws in. I don't like drawing in half inch. I like drawing in hairline because I think you can actually see better. And I'm just going to have its nest right there. And I'm going to fill it with red and take away the outline. And in a minute, I'm going to group all this together. And then he put a point. See, his lines are a little bit off. Ha ha. I found something wrong with your design. But you did a great job, and I love when people send me stuff. And thank me for making the videos and telling me they've learned and see, you could have that circle anywhere. But we're going to fill it in with red and take away the outline. And I'm just going to take the interactive fill tool and swipe across and then get the elliptical. And I'm just going to put that same yellow in the center. Now I'm going to Control G to group it together, but I'm going to make it smaller. So I'm just going to bring it down. And because they're fills and not lines. Now Control D and move your center rotation to that center of that circle and rotate it 22.5 degrees. You know what? Sorry, 45 degrees. And then Control D. Now, see, if you make a mistake, you might as well just start over. Because if you made the mistake, Corel is going to see what's going on or figure out what's going on. I don't like my colors. And Control G to group that, and we'll make it 2 inches. And see on his, he has this touching. I don't know. Let's see if I can figure out how he did that. Because see, that's not in the middle. Let's rotate it 22.5 degrees. And that way it's in the middle. Hopefully, Control D, get the two-sided cross. There we go. And then just do that again. Plus key. That's good enough. I'm going to group those together. Plus key. There's a good lesson. I was holding down the control button when I hit plus key, and it didn't do it. Now that's a little bit, no, that's right. But they're not, we could mirror that one. I don't know why it's not mirroring. See, that ain't gonna, those aren't gonna touch. Yeah, that is mirrored. And then Control D. And remember, I don't have the center one in there yet. So let's group that together. Well, no, take it back. Let's make a cut. Let's ungroup these. Let's make a duplicate of that. Now let's group these. I'm going to hit P, put it in the center of the page. And I haven't, if you remember, these are 2 inches and I still got my nudge factor set on, I'll set on 2. Because those are 2 inches. So I'm going to take this extra copy and I'm going to just hold down the shift key so it'll grow from the center. And you could have this hopefully a little bit bigger, holding down the shift key. And you don't want those to be touching, so we could rotate it. Well, they're pretty close to touching. But now I can use the 2-inch nudge. Well, maybe it's not 2 inches. I thought I made my items 2 inches. Well, regardless, I should have been more prepared. I wonder what the distance would be, see, let me ungroup. You know what? It's not 2 inches anymore because I rotated it. Now it's 2.077. See if that'll work. 2.077. Oh, I hit a 6. There we go. There we go. Then you can grab those three and go downhill the same thing. Now group these together, Control G, and then hold down the Shift key and double click on the rotation or on the rectangle and hit a black box. And the one I'm doing it for him goes, you massacred my design. I think it looks pretty good. I really want to see what it looks like. I don't know. I've never done black. Let's go up to Object Group and group that. And let's take a ellipse and hit P. You've got to be able to see the ellipse. And because I can't see it, I've got to go to Object Order. I thought I had the ellipse picked. Object Order. Was now saying back a page. How can it not be seen if it's not in the front? I wonder, tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to ungroup this. I've never fish-eyed. Let me turn this to the back of the page. And then hit this to the back of the page. I don't know what happened to my circle. Now let me make sure I got the black on the back. I do not know what happened to my ellipse. It's still there. Let me make it white. You know what? Maybe it was just blended in. So what we need to do is move it out of the way for just a second and group this together, Control G. I've never used a white, and then hit P. Let's just try it with that black background. I don't know. You might have to add that later. Go to Effects, Lens Effect, pick Fisheye. Look at that, it worked. And you could jump this up to 200. I actually like it better at 100. And then take it and freeze it. You know what? His looks so much better in this because they're more yellow. But that looks pretty good as a fisheye effect. I like his, and you know, now we have a white circle around it. So I can go up to Object, Group. I'm going to ungroup all. And see, I've got that white circle and just delete it. And then group that together. So that's a total different, well, I didn't get the black. I like his a lot better. For the one I'm doing, for the one I'm not doing it for you, you've already done it for me, but for the one that gave me the inspiration, you did a good job. Pretty cool, both of them, the pattern and the fisheye. I never would have thought of that, making that shape out of rectangles. Anyway, I hope that gave somebody else inspiration to do it, and thank you for watching.